This is from Insert Coin News. Thoughts on Collectorvision registering the Acclaim trademark?
Okay, so Collectorvision is partially owned and operated by Games 31. I'll just get that out of the way. So Collectorvision, they do a lot of the homebrews for. They've done it for ColecoVision. I think they've done it in television too, and they also have the City Hunter game coming out for Super Nintendo. So they have registered.
I think they have a Switch version of that coming out too.
So they have registered Acclaim, Exidy, and LJN. The little toy company LJN. So this seems to be in vogue right now, where you go out and you get these trademarks that haven't been used in forever.
Right.
On its surface, it's not necessarily bad, and I'm not necessarily against it on its surface. As long as it's clear to me, this is not the old company.
Yeah.
But we want to at least use it to brand something new that's connected. Or I think they sell some T-shirts where it's like, okay, fine. You want to try to legally sell the shirts and try to do that? That's fine. Right. So I applaud them for being transparent about it. Hey, we're trying to bring this back. We want to honor the brand. That's fine. If you want to pull a fucking Coleco and just basically treat the community like trash and throw it on everything, then I got a problem with it. Especially when you're trying to blur the lines between the old company and the new one. Then I have an issue with it.
Yeah.
Outwardly, where it's like, okay, you're trying to pretend that the company never died out, and that the brand didn't die for a reason.
Right. But I highly doubt that's the instance in this case.
Sure.
I mean, and we haven't seen any other situation like Coleco that I can think of.
Where it was dragged through the mud.
Right, exactly.
And then they treated the community like shit.
And I think, the choices that Collectorvision has made, Exidy, LJN, Acclaim, those are pretty fun choices.
Sure. I mean, there's a reason a lot of these trademarks go defunct for a reason. I mean,
yeah.
Exidy, you really got to scratch your head and think, okay, how could you use Exidy nowadays?
Fun T-shirts.
Venture.
Yeah.
Chiller.
Death Race,
and we're running out of steam.
Yeah.
But it's fine. If you can use it, more power to you.
I mean,
absolutely. LJN has a little bit more. You have toys, you have some games. Hey, you want to bring back video art, go for it.
Yeah.
But there's other entities are doing the same, which we haven't talked about. There's an entity that registered 3DO.
Right.
There's an entity, the same one did it for X-Band,
right,
I believe. And they also did it for, there was another weird third one they did it for. I was like, really? I think Jaguar, So when you think about the use of video game trademarks that are 20 or 30 years old, it's all about usually branding with the game to go along with it. So, for example, if you wanted to make a new 3DO game, you technically don't need the trademark to do that. You can just say, for play on the Panasonic 3DO.
Right.
You just can't use then the 3DO
logo.
Stylized logo. But it doesn't mean, you don't need the trademark to make games for old consoles. And that's what Coleco Holdings was trying to trick people into doing.
Right.
It's like, well, you can't make these games, so it won't be officially licensed. Well, it's like, fuck you, we don't need to be officially licensed.
Yeah, this is a very different thing, and this is why this is more interesting, and this is definitely not as problematic.
Oh yeah, and I've looked up a different entity has trademark TurboGrafx 16, but it's whether or not you actually use them for anything is what it comes down to. If you don't use them, the trademark gets defunct again.
Right.
You have to show that you're using it commercially or for a business. And if not, there's a time period that elapses if you don't re-up. It goes back into the void again and anyone else can use it. And that's what happens with this stuff.
And I think it's especially with something like Acclaim, it's in terms of video game history, it's easy. It'll be easy depending on what's done with this. If it is used to label games or something that Collectorvision makes, they want to put this one under the Acclaim imprint. It'll be easy to distinguish between the two.
Sure.
Past Acclaim and present Acclaim.
Sure. Because it doesn't mean you're going to get the old Acclaim games and re-release them.
Right, exactly. Unlike Atari, where it's very much a soupy mess.
Like the Atari Watch or the Atari box. Yeah. Where they're just licensing out to everyone else to use.
I'm actually kind of interested in seeing what what they do with the Acclaim light.
Doing their own wireless remote controller.
No, please don't redo the Acclaim wireless remotes.